The confirmation that one of the 8 prisoners of the Bordelais Correctional Facility who'd been diagnosed with COVID-19 had died came Thursday during Newspin with Timothy Polion. Director of Corrections Hilary Herman said he received word of the passing of the prisoner on Wednesday.
Yes, I can confirm that we had one COVID complication death at the respiratory hospital, Victoria Hospital. We were notified yesterday. He was one of the 8 inmates that was originally tested positive, and he showed symptoms, so he was conveyed to the Victoria Hospital about 4 days ago, and we were notified yesterday that he passed away. That inmate worked in the kitchen, and that's where we had the initial contact of COVID-19. He was part of the inmates that worked in the kitchen. So I don't know if you can make that correlation, but he was a worker in the kitchen. He was found positive. He had the symptoms. He was taken to the respiratory hospital, and he passed away 4 days later.
The Bordelais Correctional Facility has been under the spotlight of late. On Tuesday, prisoners from the remand section took to social media to register their complaints, which include overcrowding, lack of sanitary supplies to safeguard against COVID-19, and the long delay in their cases being heard by the courts.
I think as you watched all the videos you saw out there, COVID-19 was the least of every inmate's problem. You will see that every inmate was highlighting the time on remand, because this was what it was. That's what drove the uprising, or whatever you want to call it, is the time on remand. That's what the main reasons were. Yes, there were some underlying issues, such as the cloth mask and the type of hand sanitizer, but the main issues were time on remand. And if you review all of those tapes, and I haven't walked the ground, that is their major issue. They were, at one point, they would never talk to me. They wanted to talk to someone from the courts about the time on remand.
The timing and nature of the prison protests were in some ways ill-conceived, given the presence of the COVID-19 virus in the prison population and the fact that few of the protesting prisoners wore masks or observed social distance recommendations. Time will tell whether Tuesday's protest at the prison was a super spreader event. It took about a year for the Bordelais Correctional Facility to register its first case of COVID-19. But given the overcrowding at the facility with the lack of masks and sanitary supplies, the COVID-19 numbers behind the Bordelais bars may soon begin to bite. Stanley Lucien for the HGS News Force.